What are some clear signs that someone is failing at life? How far they have to look back to brag. If a 40-year-old talks about his high school life, that's a pretty good indicator. They're cold to the touch and have no pulse. Always complaining and never taking responsibility. They characterize everything as happening to them and don't take any initiative to change their situation. It's all relative. You can view someone as successful, but they are a failure in their own eyes. And one person can look to be a failure but are proud of what they've done and are happy. Looking through this thread and seeing if any answers apply to you. Their Facebook profile lists, School of Hard Knocks, for education. Haters are a real thing, but no one complaining about the haters on Facebook has a life that anyone is jealous about. Continuously having kids that they do not want with a partner they despise. Referring to themselves as an alpha male. Everyone busily scrolling seeing if they have failed at life. Being a AskReddit mod and thinking it's a legitimate job. Edit. JK, don't ban me PLZ. Sounds awful, but I have an auntie and the whole family talks about her funeral in passing. Like, I can't imagine being such an awful person. People look forward to my funeral. Asking for garbage bags because you can't afford them. Only for me to find out later that they were at the dispensary earlier that day buying weed. Moving from one MLM to another. Making multiple accounts on any social media platform and having conversations with yourself. Ouch. This hits pretty close to home. For me, lashing out at other people, things for anything gone wrong in my life is like a split-second knee-jerk response. To be sure, I think everyone has some problems that are indeed caused by others. But it got to the point where I would be internally seething at coworkers or bosses for every flaw on a document I had to fix, or concocting elaborate revenge fantasies against people I felt were keeping me down. Then there was God blaming. Grew up in a Christian background and was convinced God had placed a curse on me because it always seemed I was doomed to worse luck or outcomes than other people. I would write detailed journal posts about how God or life was specifically out to get me doing analysis, sort of like a prosecutor collecting evidence to prove I was being unjustly wronged. Much of my mindset was, why do I always have to put in twice the effort to get half the payoff everyone else gets? Quote, I can feel that urge, even as I'm typing this. There was no sudden flash of light epiphany moment where this dawned on me. It was more like a gradual realization over the course of years. The tricky part, as someone mentioned, is that there usually is a certain nugget of truth in blame, which makes such an attitude difficult to shed. For instance, if you had a crazy conspiracy theorist mother, then she did affect you a lot. But you can't blame her for 80% of your problems if she's only the cause of 40%. Or if someone cut in front of you in traffic before you could cross a yellow light, then they did indirectly cause you to arrive late at work. But you could have left home 10 minutes sooner. In my mid-30s now, and trying my best. They let their duck license expire, and they now own an unlicensed duck. They feel it necessary to keep pointing out how great they have it. In my experience, the people who talk themselves up all the time are the ones struggling with something. Victim mindset. When they pick and torture those weaker than them.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.